The Ukraine is a major recipient of U.S. aid for 2016, but it didn't go through the regular diplomatic route. Typically, the United States Department of State doles out aid to countries and then releases announcements doing so on its website. Not in this case. Buried in over 600 pages deep in the 2016 U.S. military budget, which went through the House of Representatives and was approved last week, it quietly authorized $200 million in military aid to the Ukraine's armed forces. Now, this money will increase Ukraine's defensive position, but it doesn't shift the odds in Kiev's favor against Russia. In other words, it's just enough to help them out, not enough to get them into too much trouble. You know, Madison, it is a rather sizable gift, and I can understand them wanting to help strengthen Kiev's position and defend themselves. But you notice we really didn't give them enough to, go to war with Russia.
Yeah, I think we're covertly handing over the $200 million to help Ukraine due to the situation that they're involved with and help the defensive facilities along the Russian border, inevitably.
That's absolutely right. And not only that, but it's my understanding that we're also aiding them and training them in drills, defensive drills, supplying them, with military, not arsenal per se, but certainly types of weaponry that could aid if they were in fact attacked or annexed, or if a provocation were to occur. And this is a very brazen act, but it's also a very needed act now, because we're saying that we're continuing to support the Ukraine and we're offering them money. One argument for this is that we're not giving them enough, and that we should be giving them at least $1 billion a year for the next 3 years, because Russia is clearly not leaving the Ukraine alone, and a conflict could be imminent if the Ukrainian economy and society as a whole doesn't collapse first.
Well, this is a civil war that's going on, and we are aiding them. And I think this is coming up time and time again where the U.S. is getting involved. And I think having advisors secretly do this is the right way to go about it for them to handle their problem, essentially. So this promotes trust. It builds the partnership. But at the same time, it lets them work out what they need to work out without necessarily getting involved. So I think it's good that we're, having advisors advise, but not so completely sticking ourselves into it.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. The U.S. is keeping that low profile, but we're still saying we've got your back, kind of. I foresee that the U.S., this isn't the first gift that we're giving them in 2016. I anticipate more, pending new developments, of course, in what's happening in that region. We'd love to know what you think about the United States giving the Ukraine this money, and how you feel about that. Be sure and log on, post your comments below about the situation. While you're at it, subscribe to the LIP TV 2.